All right, guys, so the next thing that I'm buying for Operation SV2 here, I got a set of tires. I got some Bridgestone Battlax S22s ordered from MotoMummy. I'll put the link down in the doobly-doo below. This rear tire here isn't totally roached yet. I think it's a little bit old. I'll have to take a look at the date stamp on it, but this is the one that was on the rim when I got it and put it on my other bike. So I put about 1,000 miles on it. It's been great. It holds air. I haven't had any real issues with it. There's been a couple of times where I've broke traction on it, trying to pull away from a stoplight or something really quickly, which for an SV650 on a GSXR wheel probably shouldn't. So I think it's probably a little bit old. It's got a couple of spots here where there's some chunks starting to kind of come up on it. I think this is the one that I put a plug in as well. Yeah, right there. Nope, that's not it. Pretty sure I put a plug in it when I first got it. There's another area where it's starting to kind of come apart and crack. But yeah, the front tire doesn't hold air very well anyway. It was the one that also was on the GSXR front end that I bought. Separate, different bike. So I bought a pair of matching S22s. I'm gonna go and pull these off. I'm gonna run them over to MotoMummy. They're gonna install them. I'm gonna get some 90-degree valve stems put on as well. Those are totally worth the price of admission. Yeah, let's get these things taken off here. This chain is the clip type, so I just undid the clip there so I can make this a little bit easier, but let's get these out of here. We'll take the front one off and we'll go get them installed. Turned into an even more beautiful day in Austin, Texas. Starting to rain on me. So we'll take a look at the tire here. There's a lot of other videos online. I'll link to one from Revzilla that's really good down below that talks about all the information that's on your sidewall on your tire here. These were some Dunlop Sport Max Q3. This back one was at least. Had some carbon fiber in it. You got your sizing down here, 180 millimeters wide. 55 is your aspect ratio, so it's 55% this way, the same as it is out. R means it's a radial, and then 17 means it's 17-inch rim. MC because it's a motorcycle. I'm not sure what the 73W is. I'll bet that's your speed rating, question mark. And it gives you some more information on here, but what I was looking for was the date stamp right here. So you're gonna have kind of an oval shape here with 4 numbers in it. The first 2 are the week, and then the last 2 are the year that this was manufactured. So this was manufactured in the 41st week of 2016. So these are 3.5 years old. So it's probably kind of getting time to replace them anyway. Being that I've got a little, it's kind of slippy. We'll swap them out anyway, but it's gonna be a good upgrade on those S22s. I'm excited to check them out. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. One thing that I will point out, when you take your wheels off, you will have some wheel spacers. On my other video, I was talking about the inside parts here. So here's a little bit of a look at the inside of it. Here's the back side of this sprocket carrier. You can see that wheel spacer in there. Like I said, that one is pressed in. Here is the wheel spacer for this side. I went ahead and took it out so I didn't have to worry about it falling out. And then here is the wheel spacer for the other side. Again, took it out so I didn't have to worry about it falling out. As you can see, Zoran was so nice as to label them 2 and 3. And the other one is labeled 1. I assume it was pressed in there when I got it. But yeah, keep track of those wheel spacers because if you lose them, you're gonna be screwed. Love a good thunderstorm though. All right, guys, here we are the next day. Another beautiful sunshiny day in Austin, Texas, as you can see. But we got some new tires. So we got the Bridgestone Battlax S22s. Can't lose with 22s. GSXR rear wheel here. We got a 180/55 ZR17 MC motorcycle. Another thing I didn't point out on the earlier section of this video was that if you when you take your tires off to install them, you put new tires on when you make sure you install them correctly. The rear is really hard to install backwards because it's got the brake on one side and the chain drive on the other. But if you're installing your own tires, make sure you are paying attention to this arrow that tells you which way the wheel should roll. Front's a little more tricky because it is basically symmetrical. Here we got a 120/70 ZR17 motorcycle. But again, make sure you're paying attention to the direction that this arrow points. Make sure that you install it on your wheel correctly, and then also make sure that you install your wheel on the bike correctly. So yeah, they look freaking great. Gotta love the smell of new rubber in the morning. But let's get these installed. I think I mentioned earlier, but I will mention again. I went over to MotoMummy. They are a pillar of the sport bike community here in Austin, Texas. They are fantastic. Every time I've had to interact with them, they do a lot for the community here. They're awesome, awesome. So I bought these online and just took my wheels and have them installed. They do awesome shipping. They do a lot of bike service as well. So if you need something done on your bike, you need fork oil change, basic oil changes. You can ride your bike in and they'll change the tires. It costs a little bit more than having them installed if you just bring in the wheels, because obviously they have to put in the time to take the wheels off. But they are happy to do all of that as well. They had 5 or 6 bikes in there working on when I went to go get these installed, even despite the coronavirus outbreak. But they are awesome. Cannot speak highly enough of MotoMummy. So let's get these tires on. All right, so we have got everything mounted up. Super excited to try these out on a day when it's not cold and rainy. But yeah, they're supposed to be awesome tires. They look good. They feel good. They're kind of sticky to the touch. I've heard nothing but good things about them. I don't think I said anything about it when I was putting this together, but the torque specs for the pinch bolts down there are 16.5 pound-feet. It's 72 pound-feet for the axle. The order of operations for doing that is to put this cup, this spacer over here, put it all the way in, and clamp it down, put your wheel in there, put the axle in, torque these, torque the axle, grab your handlebars and shuffle them up and down a couple times. That'll make the forks line up like they're supposed to. Make sure everything's nice and square and straight, and then torque this one down. These 2 pinch bolts. Got my Fender over here I'm painting. I'll put a link to that down in the doodly-doo below. I just got it off eBay. It was a cheap one. It came in a white ABS plastic, so I'm gonna paint it black to match the bike that I'm imitating. And then I think I'm ready to try to go get it tagged. I know I said that previously. I really am gonna try to do it this time. I think it's forecasted to rain for like the next week, so probably not going to happen this week, as well as the paint on that, just because of the humidity. You can't paint in the humidity, but it's going to be excited. I'm excited to get it cruising. Gonna find me some folks around here in Austin to ride with. So that's all for now, guys. Just a little update on what I got going on. I'll put a link to the tires below, so you guys can check those out and read reviews and such. They are awesome. I'm excited about it. All right, guys, I'll catch you soon. Be safe.